Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and today we have the faction vote for my upcoming Third Age and Divide and Conquer 1.2 Let's Play series. So I know you guys have been waiting for this absolutely ages. My XCOM 2 series has now finished, so there is a link to the poll in the description, and that poll runs until Friday the 14th of April, and then the first episode of the series will be out on Saturday the 15th of April. So under a week to vote for the faction you would like to see, and I have shortlisted 6 factions that I would like to play, and also taking into account factions you guys have mentioned in the comment section of previous series and the previous votes that came kind of runners up and stuff like that you guys would like to see. We are once again using a ranked voting system, which if you're unfamiliar with that, basically when you click on that link in the description, you'll have 6 options: Dol Amroth, Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, Realm of Imladris, aka Rivendell, Kingdom of Dale, Shadow of Mirkwood, or Thranduil's Realm, or the Woodland Realm faction. Basically, all you have to do is just click and drag each of those factions into place, with the faction at the top being the faction you would most like to see me let's play, and the faction name at the bottom the one you would least like me to let's play, and obviously your choices in between as well. Basically, by doing it ranked like this, it means that more often than not you will get a faction that you would more prefer to see than one you would least prefer to see. Hopefully, it's worked pretty well so far. Question I do constantly get asked though when I use this poll site in particular is, what does the score next to it? And often you guys get confused because you look at the results screen and you see that there's a higher number next to a faction at the bottom of the list and a lower number next to a faction name at the top of the list. Basically, it's the average score, but the average score equating to its position in rank from 1 to 6. Basically, the faction that's winning is the one at the top of the results screen with the lowest average score. And I've said that in the poll, so yeah, rank your faction choices from 1 to 6, top to bottom, with your most preferred at the top and your least preferred at the bottom, and everything in between. And yeah, the one at the top of the list is the one that is currently winning. If you go and check the poll over the next few days, and you're like, oh look, this one at the bottom has 5, does that mean it's winning? No, it's the one with the lowest average score, so the one at the top will be the one that's winning. It automatically shuffles to that. So yeah, just look at the top result. That is the one that is winning at that time. But share the poll around, tell your friends to get voting, and yeah, that's basically all I need to say on that. In terms of the campaign itself, briefly go through again those faction options. So we have Dol Amroth, and I've chosen that over putting in Gondor because I actually prefer starting small and expanding, and I think that, you know, Dol Amroth will still give us that Gondorian feel, but allow us to expand out, hold off the Haradrim as well if possible, and then I'm kind of thinking we can try and go for some sort of civil war, and I don't know, maybe annex territory from Gondor. I don't know if we can straight up declare war on them and take territory from them. Maybe if we can peace out with the Haradrim, then we can just let the Haradrim hit them and then we can take territory from them. I don't know exactly, but I would eventually like to control all of the Gondorian territory as Dol Amroth. So it might be more of a civil war type setting. Then we have Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Now they actually have an interesting campaign to start with, and quite a tough one from what I understand, is that they don't actually start with any cities. They actually start as an expedition led by Balin to reclaim Moria. So it's kind of narrative, story driven to start with, and kind of quite railroaded linear to start with, but then you get the full, you know, build up and expand and take other territory if you can claim Moria. So I wanted to throw that one in there, and a lot of you have asked to see that one. Then we have Realm of Imladris, or Rivendell. I like, again, very small start position. They can spread out, and it's quite it's an upper central starting position, I'd say, but I think gives you plenty of options to expand. We could even go after and unify all of the elves in the west, and take out the you know, Eriador and things like that, as well as a potential campaign, as well as our, you know, objectives as well. Then we have Kingdom of Dale, who are, where have they gone? Here they are. Kingdom of Dale, again, another highly requested faction that I take a look at. Good start position. You can go in multiple different directions, so they are included as well. Then we have, I'm going to actually go talk about Thranduil's Realm first, who is Woodland Realm. Thranduil's Realm, Woodland Realm. And again, I like the Mirkwood start position. You can conquer all of Mirkwood, then you can kind of spread out, and also you'll have that challenge of facing off against the shadow of Mirkwood, which brings me to the final faction choice, and it's the only evil faction, as it were, although obviously you can argue for each of the factions whether they're good or evil or neutral or whatever. But it's the only, like, kind of, I guess, stereotypical evil faction, Shadow of Mirkwood, and I put that in here mainly because I did an Isengard Let's Play previous to this, and I would class them as evil within that stereotype. And so I wanted this one to be more a stereotype good campaign, but obviously we can do evil things in it if we want to. But yeah, I kind of like to bounce back and forth between the two. But Shadow of Mirkwood was, I think it was runner-up on the last vote, where it was very close to it, and a lot of people did want to see it. So I'm throwing in here again, in case it's something you would like to see. Again, kind of small start position, but you can spread out in multiple directions, so you'll have a lot of enemies around you, and hopefully some good game challenge in there. So yeah, that's all the factions, kind of brief bit about that. I've been checking out Arachîr Galudirithon, I think the lead mod, or the lead dev on the mod team for Divide and Conquer 1.2, which is what I'm using for this series, and he has loads of faction kind of highlight videos for 1.2. I'd highly recommend you go and take a look at them. They're really interesting. We're playing on very hard campaign, very hard campaign difficulty, very hard battle difficulty, and we're playing a long campaign as well. Manage all cities and show CPU moves. We won't limit we won't have an unlimited battle time, but we'll have a limited one. So yeah, that is I think all I need to say. It's running until Friday the 14th of April, and then the first episode of the series will start on the Saturday the 15th. We'll do an early hour special at part 5 if we can hit 2,000 likes on parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is what I've been doing for all my series over the last year or so, and it seems to have worked pretty well for those that want that extra kind of bonus content. It's a totally optional thing. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to on those episodes. You'll still get part 5 anyway. It will just be a regular 30-minute part, and if not, I do hour specials every 10 episodes, so 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. But yeah, early hour special at part 5 if episodes 1, 2, 3, 4 of this series, whichever faction wins, can get 2,000 likes on that. Part 5 will be an early hour special. But yes, Dol Amroth, Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, Realm of Vinladris, aka Rivendell, Kingdom of Dale, Shadow of Mirkwood, and Thranduil's Realm, aka Woodland Realm. Those are your options. Go and rank them top to bottom, most preferred, least preferred, links in the description. And also let me know if you guys would want an updated install guide. I don't think there's a huge amount to change, but what I might do is do the install guide as I've actually literally just installed the game again myself. So I've gone through it, so it's pretty fresh in my memory of what I had to do. It was very simple, actually. I didn't have any issues. But what I might do is get together with Arachîr Galudirithon, the main mod lead at Divide and Conquer, and see if he maybe wants to do a little collab section for that install video talking about common fixes for problems installing or common issues people run into with the installation, and maybe how you can go about fixing them. So that's what I'll look to do potentially if that's something you guys would be interested in. But anyway, yes, the series will then start Saturday, and it will be out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday going forward from there. So until next time, until Friday, well, until Saturday in fact, when you'll find out who has won. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride and join the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, XMG, Greenman Gaming, and Overclockers UK. Till then, ciao for now.